in few places we need to replicate an angle. So what does that mean? Say you have a line, an angle actually, with any measurement, doesn't matter. I have to draw another angle at this point, say P, with the same measurement as angle A, or draw a parallel line. So it can be anything. So if I have to do that, the best way to do this is to replicate the angle. So how do you replicate the angle? With point A as a center, draw an arc. With point P as a center, draw another arc. And say this is B and C. With B as a center, measure C. Okay, basically we are measuring the length BC with your protractor. And say with your N as the center, okay, with that measurement, cut an arc and join this, and that will be your, say, Q. Join PQ, and that will be your replication of angle A at P. So since these two angles are equal, that is alternative interior, not alternative interior angles, corresponding angles are equal. These two lines are AC and PQ are parallel. So this will be useful in time, right? So this is how you guys do it. So let's do this practically on a sheet of paper. So first is a line and an angle. Again, you can see it can be any random angle. That's the power of construction. If you use any tool, tools have restrictions, right? You can't measure 0.5 that easily. 0.25 even more difficult. So first is draw an arc at the initial angle, any radius, doesn't matter. Same radius at the second point, draw another arc. Okay, now the critical part, measuring the length from point B and C. So between those 2 points we need to measure. With N as the center, okay, cut an arc. Now join PQ, and that is your replication. So you duplicated that angle. So let's verify this using the protractor. So that looks around to be equal to 38. So let's look at the other one. This looks around 38.5-ish, but decent enough. So you can see we can replicate it this way. Okay. Now steps of construction. How is that we did this? So this is angle A and point P. Draw an arc to intersect the arms of the angle A at D and E. With the same measurement, draw an arc. We'll call this as arc 2. So this is arc 2 at P, the point where we need to replicate the angle. So point P is where we need to replicate. With compass, measure the length of DE. With point N, okay, this I am calling it as N, as a center, cut the arc 2 with DE as the radius. So we'll call this as Q. Draw a line joining PQ. So, right, we can see that these two angles are equal. Okay, so this is how you do it. So can we justify this? Yes, we can. Now we have D, A, E and P, N, Q. So let's complete the picture, make it a triangle. So triangle PQN is congruent to triangle AED. So why is that? Because AE, which is equal to PQ, AD is equal to PN, because their radius is the same, and we have ED, which again is equal to QN because of the same reason. So by SSS congruency, and because of this, this implies all of this implies that angle EAD is equal to angle QPN CPCT. Okay, so that's your justification. So please have a look at this is your heading. This you'll use in time, don't worry. So this is your steps of construction, and this is your justification. Please enroll to our program at chalkpieceacademy.com, wherein we'll be teaching you a lot more tricks for faster simplification and calculation, DIY projects. We'll code with Python, we'll work with Arduino Uno. There are a lot more magic tricks and the physics behind it. They are printable materials which will help you recap and understand things better. We'll have live revision and doubt session 2 months before your term exams. It's very cost effective. There would be no ads or any kind of distractions, and we have a dedicated app to help you guys with this.